You said that you have nullified the law of gravity, but how can we explain that everything is falling down?
Yes, the green leaves not falling down. The dry leaves fall down under certain conditions. So it is not the law of gravitation. Why the green leaves does not fall? The rejected things that fall. The rejected you also throw away. The nature is throwing away. That is the question of gravity.
But when they go up in the spaceship, there's such a pull, a force holding the rocket ship down. They must have...
That is everything. Everything will fall down on the ground. But the controlling power is the air. If the air is adjusted, then it will not fall down.
That's why when they go into outer space, they become weightless. They can float without any airplane.
That's what they are doing there. But we see that if we can make adjustment of the air, either just like we see the heavy cloud bearing many million tons of water, they do not fall down, they float. Where is the law of gravity?
You also give that example of those big birds.
Yeah. Big birds. They carry elephants, they don't.
We have not seen such a bird.
What you have seen? You have seen your father and mother, that's all. What you have seen? You are still in the womb of your mother. What you have seen? You can simply, falsely speculate, that's all. What you have seen? Are you seeing the stars now? Why you are not seeing? The stars are there. Why you are not seeing?
My eyes are not good.
Therefore, if you have got imperfect eyes, what you can see? First of all, you admit that you have got imperfect eyes. Then what you can see with your imperfect eyes? If you are a blind man, what is the use of telling, I do not see? And you are blind man, what you can see? First of all, you admit that you are a blind man. Then talk of seeing. Therefore, Vedic literature, Shastra Chaksha, you should see through Shastra, not these blind eyes. Shastra says there is Krishna, he is doing like that, Chintamani, Prakara Sadmasu, Kalpavrik. You should see like that. What do you see with your eyes? Why you are so proud of your eyes? Blind eyes. That is submission. Do you see who is your father? Why do you accept? By the recommendation of the mother that he is your father. Do you see who is your father? Then what is the use of telling, I want to see? What you can see? You have to take the authority of the mother. Mother says, here is your father. That's all. You cannot say, I have not seen that he is my father. Can you say? So there is no value of this statement, I do not see, we cannot see.
In other books, Srila Prabhupada, it says things and then in time you can see them, you can substantiate them. But some of the descriptions in the Bhagavatam are so fantastic that people, it's very difficult for people to
Therefore you have to believe only. You have to accept what Bhagavad says. That is your business. Not to try to make an experiment. That is not possible. It is already experimented and the mature knowledge is stated there. You have to accept it. Brahma. Shruti means Vedas. evidence, Vedic literature, there are three kinds of evidence. The most powerful evidence is Shruti. If it is stated in the Vedas, that is first class evidence. Therefore, whatever we say immediately quotes some Vedic version. That is the way of understanding. Krishna says, Vasudev says, Parasar says, that's all. You don't require much proof. So this is the first class proof when we find this statement corroborated by the Vedas. And Shruti. Shruti means literature written according to the Vedic version. Shruti, Purana, Itihas, history. And another praman is Anuman. And Anuman means by right person. Thinking it may be like this. Anuman, that is called Anuman.
Would that be like the songs written by Bhaktivedanta and things like that?
Yes.
You said that the songs written by the great acharyas are expansions of the holy name. Could you explain that?
The songs written by the great acharyas are said to be expansions of the holy name.
Glorified. Trees live for thousands of years. 5,000, 6,000. Big tree and banyan tree, they do not die.
They must be especially sinful. Taking 5,000 years of the tree.
No, they are most pious because you want to live more by science. So they are also living more. Yes. What is the use of such living? Like she. Therefore Bhagavad says, Tarava kingna jivanti. You are trying to live more years by scientific advancement. But do the tree not live for many, many years? What you will gain by that? Suppose you live for 3,000 years, what you will get if you remain ignorant? Better live for a few years and understand that this material world is worse. You have to go to the spiritual world and meet Krishna. That knowledge will help you. You live for 10 years, but get this knowledge, Krishna consciousness. That is perfect. And what is the use of living like this tree for many thousands of years without any knowledge? It is said, গরিব মানুষ ফড়িং খায়, ঘোড়ায় চেপে বাজ্যে যায়. A villager, very poor.